Well, good morning. Here I am again in Falls Church, Virginia. I'm in transition. Uh, Spent the last few days with my grandsons, Brennan and Henrik, and they down in Portsmouth, Virginia. And they had a marvelous time, and I had a really wonderful time being with them. It's such a blessing to have grandchildren. And with me, I really love my grandchildren, and every moment I spend with them, I feel like I'm blessed. Anyway, so that brings me to this morning's subject, and it's one that I've been thinking about for a very, very long time. Um, my grandson said to me this weekend, uh, he was looking at one of my videos, and he said to me, "Oh, there was uh, um, a message on there that someone had sent me, and he decided to delete it." And I said, "Oh, what did it say?" He says, "You don't need to know. It wasn't nice." I said, "Yeah, but what did it say?" Because, and he did it because he didn't want me to be offended by anyone or to feel bad by anyone. My grandson's, he's 11, and he knows why I do the things that I do, and he knows my relationship with Christ, and he is who he is. He's watched me all of his life, and he respects my relationship with Christ. But he doesn't want his grandma, his Memaw's feelings to be hurt. So I said to him many years ago, when I lived in Augusta, Georgia, I joined the ministry. I made a decision between me and God that I would want it to become ordained. At the time, it seemed like that was where God was leading me to, and I just couldn't get away from it, and had been going on for years. And so, but I had suffered with this mental illness all my life, and it just never allowed me to focus in and do what I needed to do in order to achieve that. So anyway, I stepped into the minister of this church, my pastor, and I said to him, we were talking, and he said to me, are you easily offended? And I looked at him and I said, yep, I am. And that was like a moment of truth for me, because one of the things that just continually sparked my mental illness and the outburst and the anger and all that stuff I would have was that I would get offended easily. And I'm like, this person, they say this to me. How you gonna say this to me? How you gonna have a supervisor at work? They say something. I think, here I go. But you know what? Nothing is achieved by that kind of thing. And I said to him, it's okay. I want to see the good comments, but I especially want to see the bad comments, because that is the person that I'm here for. Because the only thing that I have to give anyone is some love. And if you come here, you hear my words and you hear my voice, you are going to know that the love of God flows through me to you. And the things that I do, this is just my worship. God has been so good to me. Like I just said, I spent the weekend with my two grandsons. While I was there, some stranger, tall, handsome black man, walked over to my table and gave me a $40 gift certificate to pay for our breakfast. I mean, I usually do that kind of thing, but it's not often that kind of thing happens to me. And even though he was like a good, tall, good-looking, cool glass of water when I looked up at him, it wasn't about that. It was about God showing me that he thinks of me all the time, even when I don't know I need thinking of. God is thinking of me, and he's thinking of you. There's no need to be offended by the little things in life. Yes. I had a song on my mind when I started this, but it seemed like it has moved to something else. And last Sunday, we took the blood of Christ in church. And of course, you know, the blood. The blood that Jesus shed for me and you way back on Calvary. Yes, the blood, it gives me strength from day to day, and it will never lose its power. And that's what God has for you today. He has the blood that will protect you from any and everything. You don't have to take evasive action or anything. You don't have to cock the gun and fire back. Because guess what? God's got you. He wants to use you. He wants to teach you. He wants to show you his way. Because honey, I'm telling you, his way, the peaceful way, God's way, the peace he gives you, it's the way. I love you. See you later.